Hello everyone, welcome back to Trek A Day, and continuing on with my top 50 favorite Star Trek characters, we have at number 26, Julian Bashir. Julian is really interesting because I think like a lot of people, just from discussions with others, I wasn't quite sold on him the very beginning of Deep Space Nine. He was a little grating at times because he was so young, naive, and arrogant, and that combination, that lack of ability to be humble, that lack of ability to know when to shut your mouth and not put your foot in your mouth in many situations, he was a little bit frustrating. And it's interesting because I very much mirror the feelings that Miles O'Brien had with him. He really rubbed Miles the wrong way in the beginning as well, and then he slowly came to love the man, and he was his best friend. And I loved that journey, and that was such a great way of portraying this character through two big sections, like before the reveal of the genetic manipulation and enhancement, before the character growth before that point, and then after, two kind of very distinct segments of the story of Bashir. And in that first arc, it was really interesting to see those walls be knocked down, things be peeled back about the character, and kind of see how a lot of that arrogance and a lot of his actions are masking a lot of insecurities. And really getting to know that character and see him be more comfortable in his own skin, and see him, you have a whole episode themed around his fear of aging and death early on, and see him move beyond that point and grow as a person as he forms these different relationships on Deep Space Nine. And then you have another big growth of the character, the reveal of his big secret, which was not originally part of the plan of the character. It was something that kind of came up on the spot, which I find fascinating because it almost, if you go back and rewatch Deep Space Nine, then it really works with the character. You can see that. So there's a lot of interesting levels to Julian. I think that's what's great about him, why I like him so much, is seeing the changes to that character over time, and looking back and seeing how this character, who would not have made my top 50 in the very beginning, and almost liking and appreciating those moments because I know where things are going with that character. So he's always been one of my favorites. And the Julian and Miles friendship is easily my favorite buddy pairing, my favorite friendship in the franchise. So just fantastic together.